Welcome to 2 on the 10.
Oh, we back. Oh, hold on. I was kind of like, that was a little extra long there on the intros right there. Did you hear?
I don't know. Maybe the board's sick.
Anyway, we back.
So
Austin.
That was a weird little thing. All right, we back. 2 on the 10. I'm Paul.
I'm Mitch.
Sick Nick.
Yeah.
Greedy.
Greedy got a little of the everything going on now. The COVID, the whatever,
Yep.
the miscellaneous next flu they got coming out, the new Bill Gates stuff that they got coming through. They sampling their own Nick. I'm just letting you know.
We call that the under the toilet mat.
But he's taking.
You ever had a house party?
He's taking it for the what?
You ever had a house party back in college or whatever in high school, and you had to pull the mat that used to be in front of the toilet?
Oh hell no! I don't even want to see that.
Yeah,
shit.
exactly.
Motherfucker, just take the mat and throw that shit away. Get the fuck out of here,
That's what Nick's got.
bro. I mean, I don't know if you guys have roommates and shit back in college, but some dirty motherfuckers, man. I mean, some people ain't got no fucking home training.
Yeah,
For real, it was just bad.
Oh, the worst is like the dishes and how long people play the game. But let's see who can wait the longest to wash this.
Man, just do something.
Till there's like a mouse or a rat running around.
I had a roommate, I won't mention her name, but she used to cook fish at the house.
Oh, I remember. I heard about
And
it.
so she'd leave it in the sink for like a couple days. And I'd be like, no. I would take all the dishes into like a big plastic tub and
throw
just
it on.
put them in her room and close the door. I'm just cooking there in her room. Come home, be like, oh my God, it stinks in here. I'm like, well, do the dishes then, bitch.
You sure with the dishes?
Might have been the Badusi.
Sure wasn't that dildo that was out there?
I don't know.
Ooh, I know whose roommate you're talking about, but we ain't bringing up no names. The guilty. All right, man. Well, we'll start with you, Sicky. How was your weekend, man?
The weekend was good up until the start of the week. Then, the wrath of God hit me. And
MC
man,
sick Nick.
on the first day I was sick, man. I slept like 18 hours.
Really?
Yeah. So
That's when you know you're sick.
I got my health ring, and my health ring, first of all, it tells me, it's like, are you feeling okay? Your body temperature is up and your heart rate's elevated. And those are 2 signs, obviously, you're getting sick. And I was like, damn. And then I woke up at like middle of the night. I was like, holy shit. And I literally slept from
How long have you had the ring?
12:30, a couple years.
Oh, I thought you got it and you got sick.
No. So a couple years, and then I slept all day, through the whole day into the next night.
Oh, wow.
And just like tossed and turned, and I was like so congested. I kept like waking myself up because I couldn't breathe, which isn't, never good, and just wiped out. And but prior to that, I had some family in town. My cousin came in from Oklahoma, and took him for the first time to Singing Panda.
Okay.
We had an amazing meal there. The owner lady came over. She's like, "Oh, you're gonna talk about this on your podcast?" She kept giving me a hard time, so I told her I was gonna talk about her on the podcast. So yeah, I'm talking about you. If you haven't tried it yet, go Singing Panda.
Man, I gotta get some.
Oh yeah, Singing Panda.
My family's driving 45 minutes from the other side of town to come eat there. Once or twice a month. So.
What did Jeremy, your cousin, think of the Singing Panda?
Oh, I thought it was great. He loved it. He had the mushu pork. He loved it. We had his kids got the lo mein.
Okay.
They're like, this is the best noodles we've ever had.
Yeah.
They love.
I won't argue with that.
His 2 kids, they're I think in like 12. They mashed the whole order of lo mein themselves. We didn't even and it's a plate like family size sharing. Didn't get a bite. Didn't even get to taste the noodle. They mashed it all themselves.
Okay.
So Singing Panda, man, it was every time I go in there, try something different. They made like this lemon chicken that they have. It has like a lemon sauce on it, and it's like a fried crispy chicken breast that they chop up. It was so good. She's like, "Oh, I'm gonna give you some other suggestions next time you're in." She said they have a really good shrimp dish that they do. And she made a couple other suggestions. So we're going to try to mix it up instead of getting the same thing every time. Because every dish I try, I'm like, oh, damn, that's so good. That's so good. So got to mix it up.
I just know I can't stay away from the sesame chicken.
Yeah, sesame chicken. So, and the chicken fried rice is just or any of the fried rices. My uncle loves the pork fried rice, big chunks of pork in there. They also do like the rice combo with the shrimp and the pork and the chicken. But everything there is just amazing. I don't know how many times I'm going to say it before people, go check it out. Every night, pretty much, they have live music, some way or another. Some nights they have like an actual show, like on Friday and Saturday nights. The rest of the nights they still have live music. Someone's in there performing, so it's not just sitting in a quiet restaurant. You get a show and
they have Sapporo on tap.
Sapporo on tap and
64-ounce pitcher.
Amazing service too. They're always on top of everything. The food comes out quick. It's fresh. It's hot. It's delicious.
I might have to slip in there.
Yeah,
Definitely.
Yeah, I'm convinced.
but other than that, that was the highlight of my weekend. Did a little family barbecue on Sunday at my aunt's house. Had a bunch of people over and just hung out there and had some burgers and stuff. And like I said, I woke up Monday. I was like, started the day feeling okay. And as the day was going, I kept going everywhere I was at. I was like, is it freezing in here? I kept asking everybody, are you cold? Is it like ice cold in this place? Because I'm freezing. Like I felt like I needed a jacket all day, but I felt fine originally. And everybody's like, well, it's a little cold in here, but I'm like, man, I'm freezing. I was like bundled up. And then, by about 4 o'clock, I was like, no, I think I'm getting sick. And then it was just downhill from there.
That's crazy.
So that was me.
Big man.
Yeah.
How was your weekend, man?
Oh, it was cool, man. I mean, it was just relaxed, it's chilled. Nothing, it's funny. Lately, it's been nothing really to write home about. It's like a bunch of movies and binge watching. Obviously, just messing with the Bengals. These guys are getting bigger by the minute. It's crazy.
The Cincinnati Bengals or Bengal Cats?
The Bengal Cats. The BengalTwins.com. But no, so it was a cool weekend. I mean, like, this, of course, pop through the moose like we always do. But what's it called? What we do? Oh, we went to an all-you-can-eat Chinese buffet on Saturday, just because we hadn't messed with something like that in a while.
Right.
There's a spot. I mean, I think I might have told you about it before, but I know everybody is Lynn's. I like the spot called Wuxi. It's over by the LA Fitness on Signal Butte off the 60.
Okay.
It used to be rated like crazy.
Right.
And then they had this, like, remember the sewer smell of brick?
Yeah.
People understand that doesn't affect the food.
Right.
But don't get me wrong, I understand the ambiance.
Yeah, exactly.
And so I guess they got hammered hard on that. For that, for basically, that like kind of that you can't get rid of even if
I don't know what it is. It's like a backup in the
Pipes.
with the exhaustion pipe, some shit like that.
and like you can't even throw bleach down there. You can't even whatever, and it just seems like it never goes away. We know that from the Bricks bar. That's still if you ever go to Beast of Bourbon, you still smell that over there.
Yeah.
But anyway, so the ratings kind of went down, and then after COVID and stuff like that, they started creeping back up. But that place has always been solid. I think it's the best Chinese food spot, and for all you can eat, of course. Let's differentiate. Pricing is just right. Like we're talking on a Saturday. It's like $14.
Okay, there you go.
And here's the thing I like about it, and you gotta be very careful, in my opinion. Like for eating, like sushi at all you can eat spot, right? But this bar has them making the sushi also. Again, I love going to spots and make it. So, and then I don't go too crazy. Like I'm not going to get the sashimi or whatever like that, but I will just get a California rolls. I'll get their imitation crab, stuff like that. Their spice, even the spicy tuna.
There you go.
I take parasite pills, so I should be good. But the sushi is really good for you can go back as many times as you want.
Right.
Whatever. On
You said I take parasite.
I do. I truly do.
What's wrong with you?
Everybody got parasites. I promise you.
Well, shit.
Some of them are your friends and your family.
Hey, what I'm telling
Keep your enemies close and your parasites even closer.
I mean, you know how to you wash your fruit, right?
You talking about washing again?
No. I'm talking about washing your fruit.
Oh,
bro.
gotcha.
You don't wash your fruit?
Yeah. No.
No. Like baking soda and vinegar?
If you want to make your fruit happy, you got to wash your fruit.
No. I'm serious, bro. Hey, wash your fruit. For y'all don't know out there, wash your fruit with baking soda and...
Oh, you'll see stuff come out the fruit.
Yeah, you'll see shit come out the fruit, bro.
Yeah.
Like these bugs and shit.
Yeah.
And all my life, I've been eating fruit just washed in the water. Fuck that shit.
In the water.
Yeah, I don't eat nobody's fruit no more. I've seen that shit. So,
Well, hey, that's maybe Tony knew what they were talking about when they said someone's going to get you in the water.
yeah, something.
But no, so we went to the buffet, and then the other spot they do got a pretty good. Don't get me wrong, it's not. I want to be clear for the record, it's not sesame chicken at Singing Panda. But when we're talking all you can eat sesame chicken, it's money. So they got a good sesame chicken.
How much is it per person?
$14.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah, oh, it's money, man. Between and then there's a good sesame chicken. They got a good fried rice, couple plates. They got the sweet and sour chicken. The one thing I'm very picky on is egg rolls. They got a good egg roll. Like their egg rolls money. And don't get me wrong, because they're the one place that what's the place to get away with the spring roll? They do spring roll and egg roll.
Okay.
So that's a decent buffet when they don't just jam you with the spring rolls. And then they also have some good pot stickers.
Remind me again, is it in the same parking lot as the Hub, or is it on the side?
No. It's for
Costco.
No, you know where LA Fitness is?
Oh, you know what? It's by the In-N-Out.
Yeah.
Oh,
right around the corner.
Okay, got you.
So anyway, but
that one. Okay, there you
yeah,
go.
coolest spot. So did that. Let's see, on Sunday, did some pizza, but I decided to do some. I don't know. I was being lazy. I wanted something close, bargain pizza. I don't know why. So I did Hungry Howie's.
Hungry Howie's.
Yeah, and
They're good sometimes. They got the crust, the seasoned crust.
yeah. Well, let me tell you, people don't know, but Hungry Howie's is also from Detroit, and they also do a Detroit pizza.
Oh, really?
Yeah, most people don't even know about it.
Better than Jets?
No, but don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. If I'm ranking Detroit pizzas between like Little Caesars, Hungry Howie's, and Jets, it goes Jets by far, Hungry Howie's, and Caesars.
Okay.
And so what's it called? And then you can, always well done your crust. You can do your different flavor crust, like Nick said. You can do that, man. You can extra cheese it. You can do whatever, two different pepperonis type stuff. So it gets pretty interesting if you do it right. But also you got to keep it. If you try and go off their menu and you're trying to be solo and make up your own stuff, your bill for 2 pizzas will be like $50-$60. You got to do it right. Pick the specials and then design off the specials. We did Detroit style pizza. Now, we also did a extra cheese, bacon, and jalapeno. And I'm not doing this again because Chris eats jalapeno, but you only eat one slice or two.
Oh, shit.
And then I don't like the juice off of the jalapeno on the cheese the next day or whatever. So then nobody else eats it. Right. So, but we did one of those, and then we did, and then they had this thing. So I used a deal for both of those. When you go online, I use a deal for each one. $10 pizza if you do this, cool. They let me do that. Another pizza to large Detroit for whatever, $10.99 plus top, whatever you add, cool. And then it said, if your order is $25 or more, get free cheesy bread. And I just said, I'm thinking they won't let me do it because I used 2 specials, they let me do it. So I got like 3 things, big old boxes, $30 out the door.
Okay, there you go.
So it was so yeah, definitely. You got to order right though. You got to order right. Well done crust. Get the flavored crust. And don't go too crazy, but yeah, and try the Detroit. It's different, I promise you.
All right.
So definitely Hungry Howie's, and then also got a chance to try a new spot in the East Valley. There's not too many burger spots popping up right now in the East Valley, like East Mesa, Gilbert border.
Right.
Like right now, if we're talking burger spots, East Valley, and we're talking just strictly, let's say Gilbert Road over. I mean, Burger Fi or Burger Fee.
Right.
I mean, I'm just saying, what's out here? I mean, they closed Fuddruckers.
I mean, today I ate at Zips.
Okay.
Today, and I'm telling you, their fucking burgers are good.
The burgers good. Oh, their turkey burgers the best.
I mean, good quality burgers every time. It's the same burger every time I go there. I was craving a burger today, and I fucking went to Zips, and they fucking just knocked it out of the park. The thing I love about them is their standard burger comes double patty.
Yeah.
I mean, I ordered an extra patty because I wanted some fucking meat today, but it was.
Well, that's good because they charge like you're ordering a steak. That's the only bad thing about Zips.
Oh, trust me,
It's $25 out the door no matter what you get.
I got a $25 triple turkey burger.
Yeah. No, I mean, like I said, they ain't cheap, but
it's good.
It's fucking good.
I agree. In fact, man, I kind of want a turkey burger from Zips. That's actually one of my favorite burgers in the Valley. Is a triple cheeseburger, turkey burger, actually, I should say, from Zips. Oh, so the spot opened up. I guess Nick was telling me they had one in Tempe, and it's called Fifth Street Burgers. It's open. Speaking of the bricks and the hub, it's open like right down the street, like 4 doors down from Brick, the old Bricks, the old Beast of Bourbon.
Oh, really? Okay.
So it's right there by the Rosati's and stuff.
Yeah.
And it's called Fifth Street Burger. And so I went there.
They're legit.
Yeah, they're legit. Their seasonings, their flavors are good. They have so many different choices for fries. I mean, they have like your regular fries. They got your seasoned fries. They got your hot fries. They got fries dipped in Cheetos. They had a funnel cake fry.
What the fuck?
They have waffle fries, and like that, and then of course sweet potato fries and everything like that.
I can't fuck with sweet potato fries. I don't like the way it tastes. I like sweet potatoes in them too.
And yeah, so no, it was good. Definitely worth checking out. And it wasn't too overpriced for this whole burger thing. It wasn't like Five Guys. You ordered a single patty cheeseburger, fries, and a drink, and it's $23. You know, I mean, no, we're still about me and Chris probably 40 some bucks. But I mean, we got fries. Oh, they're some of the best onion rings I've had. So that place was money. Definitely check it out. It's called Fifth Street Burgers. Right now they're rated at the Power Road location of 4.8, and the Tempe one's getting a lot of love, but it's a 4.7 at Tempe.
That's on Priest and Washington.
Yeah, Priest and Washington. So Tempe. And then lastly, there was actually, at least if I can, wow, I had another spot. Oh yeah, I wanted to add this. I went to a bike crawl for that couple that passed away from the moose, last year. Again, rest in peace to Chris and Heather. So a bunch of people went from scratch to, in fact, that's why I sent a picture of your old crib. I was cruising by there, So scratch to Uncle Bear's. Man, I hadn't been Uncle Bear's since the last time they did that crawl, And then we went to, from Uncle Bear's, went to the hub, and the hub to the moose. But when we were at the hub, man, we decided to, do the hub wings again, right?
Okay.
And don't get me wrong, I'm not gonna lie. The last 4 or 5 times I've been to the hub, their wings are good, but they used to be, without a doubt, the best wings, whatever else. So I've been kind of, like, are they a little overrated? I know that's sacrilegious in the East Valley, especially East Mesa. But again, each time I order the Cajun rub, the smoked Cajun rub, it seems like the wings are burnt and they're dry. That's just me. I think other people have said that too. And so I'm like, okay, I'm gonna get these burnt dry wings, and really I'm gonna taste more burnt than I am gonna taste flavor. But they're gonna, be. So anyway, me and Chris decided, because they have this thing when you buy the smoked wings. This talks about how much everything costs nowadays. Remember back in the day when you buy wings, they were like the appetizer. I mean, it was like you order an appetizer. Right. Obviously, the wing contests. I remember Native New Yorker, 10-cent wings, 25-cent wings. Now it's like, wings are their own thing, and most people, you got them to take out a credit card loan for freaking wings. It's like you get there and it's like, remember before we go there, I'm gonna get wings to start, and then I'm gonna get my burger, then I'm gonna get something else, and then something else later for Sunday football. And now it's like, I saved up all week for the wings. Right. You know what I mean? Like,
And it used to be a dozen wings, and then it was like a pound, and now it's like 10 wings.
But I thought it was such a good special going over to the spot that we went to on Sunday.
Oh yeah,
with the tailgate spot,
the walk-ons too.
Because you get so much food for it, and it was actually a great value for everybody. It was like $25 a person.
So I'll finish up this. So when you go to so the Arizona smoked is the wings you get at, I think we can all agree at the hub. That's what they're known for, Arizona smoked. So the pound, it's 1 pound, and 1 pound is like $20.99, right? 1 pound of wings. Now, if you want to get 2 pounds, it goes to $31. So of course I look at Chris, I go, man, we're not super, super hungry, but let's just get 2 pounds. Because, it doesn't even make sense to get, just one, and then you get, $10 for another pound, Right. So I'm like, okay, cool, let's get 2 wings. And we're trying to figure out, like, what route to go for, for the sauces or whatever. And so we decided to go, let's just do a typical medium buffalo on the, on the wings. Okay. Cool. And then let's do one, the Cajun rub, but put everything on the side. So we did a honey hot on the side. And then we did blue cheese and then also ranch on the side. Okay. The wings come out, and I'm not gonna lie, man. First of all, you go to pick up the wing, and on one of them, the meat just falls right off the. I'm talking when you're picking it up, the whole thing drops off the bone. Damn. I've never seen that. Like, I've seen it come off the bone when you're eating it, right? Yeah. I've never seen it when you pick it up and it kind of hits the other wing and the whole thing just falls off. Right. Like someone made sure to cut it like it was. Yeah. That like they weren't even getting graded, for presentation or secret shopper. They already knew. Someone told them that it was going to be on the 2 on 10 podcast. I think I'm about to go back, incognito, and try them again. But no, honestly, the best wings I've ever had. The best wings I've ever had by far. Like, it was so amazing.
Oh, shit.
It was amazing.
Oh, shit. I'm going down to Tucson. I'm going down to Tucson in a couple of days. Okay. Well, tomorrow, actually. Yeah. So
definitely check that out and let me know. And then, and here's the thing.
Nick rave about these wings out of Tucson now.
Well, no. We're
going to have to run them back to back.
Well, here's the thing. And I'm definitely, but the one thing I want to be clear is, I was so surprised at how good they were. I'd almost ready to write them off as they're good, but they're a little overrated, you know. And I was like, whoa, what the hell is? We thought we were gonna have extras. We thought we were bringing them home. We thought we were gonna share with everybody. No, we smashed all those.
All right,
like all of them.
So what's this? Tell the audience what's this place?
Oh, this is the hub.
Oh, you talking about the hub?
Yeah, the hub on Sauceman.
Oh, Sauceman.
And again, like I said, the smoked wings for a while.
Oh, you talking about
yeah, smoking, but no, there's something different. And so I even had to ask the bartender. I'm like, excuse me, hey, do you guys do something different than wings? No, why you don't like them? I don't know. They're better than I've ever expected here. You know, they're okay. Well, I'll tell them. You know, whatever. And just phenomenal. If wings are like that, my whole thought process and everything has changed. I'll just say this. I'm guilty sometimes of every once in a while me and Chris will be like, okay, you know what, it's late and I'm watching a movie. It's like 8 o'clock at night on a Sunday, let's say. I'm like, man, let's call Uber Eats and get them to deliver us some Sundays from Freddy's Custards or whatever, you know? Freddy's Custard. You ever had a Freddy Custard Sunday? Oh, those things are amazing, bro. So I have them delivered. By the time you pay the Uber Eats, it's like $30 for 2 Sundays, right? You know? I told Chris the other day, I go, not only would it be healthier, especially we're trying to go to the gym all the time, you know, got 5 days in last week, this week.
There you go.
And getting up in the morning at 6:30 to go walking.
Right.
You know, so definitely trying to get that PG on. But I'm like, now with the whole new outlook, $30, I'd rather have 2 pounds of wings at the hub than a custard. You know, I'm being honest. And I'm like, if I have to cut out desserts completely, maybe that's what I got to do because, you know, I want to have my wings. So anyway, that's my weekend.
All right.
Hey, real quick, before you jump into yours, Paul, I forgot to mention, I went to Puro on Saturday night, and the DJ in there was off the chain, man.
Really?
Playing 90s and early 2000s hip-hop R&B.
Really?
He had there was like a group of like 10 girls all dancing in there. It was a dope thing. I think he's there every weekend.
All right. Well, I'll be
we
back.
we gotta check
you know
that
what?
out.
If you're feeling better, you know, when we come back from Tucson, we'll go and check that spot out.
Hey, so really quickly, Nick, so you're saying you enjoy music that's 15 to 25 years old? Huh?
Yeah. I do.
Okay.
You know, he tried to sneak some P-Diddy shit in there. But anyway, me just real quick, went down to Mexico this weekend with a group of friends. Man, so Rocky Point is different from all the, you know, even though it's a border, like, you know, kind of I don't know if you would call it a border town.
Oh, you went to Rocky
city.
Point?
Yeah, I went to Rocky Point this weekend.
Okay.
Driving down there. Oh, they wasn't playing, bro. First of all, I didn't realize it was a holiday weekend.
Yeah. Indigenous People Day.
I don't know what the fuck, Columbus Day, wasn't it?
No, it's Indigenous.
They changed it.
It's Indigenous People Day.
Oh, okay. I don't know what the fuck kind of holiday it was, but normally when you come in the border, they just wave you through, whatever. They were fucking with everybody that was coming through that weekend. Like, you had to have your registrations.
They're not like us.
You had temp plates on there. They were literally pulling over everybody. They were making it very difficult. They were shaking down folks. I know like 2 people in my group got shaken down for fucking, you know, whatever reason they decided, you know, they were like, go back across the border. They weren't playing. It was weird as fuck. I've never seen them like this ever. But, you know.
Trying to get paid.
I don't know. It's just weird. I mean, Cabo's different. And, you know, Cabo's different. Cancun's different. You know, Tulum's different. I don't know. It seems like it's a little bit more modernized, where Rocky Point's the same old. Everything's desolate until you get to the ocean, and then they got just hotels across, you know.
Do you think maybe part of it though is that you're driving in, maybe too, you know?
Yeah, I mean it's possible, but I drive down and I've driven from what's that, Cancun all the way down to Tulum, like
Really?
yeah, and it's beautiful. Like the other side is beautiful. It's not deserty, whatever, and maybe it's just a different climate or whatever, but it just seems like it's more and built up. You know, you go down there, it's one stretch of road, fucking potholes all over the fucking joint. They're trying to fix them, but you get to the beach, and because we stayed in this big ass villa, man, it was fucking beautiful. It held like 20 fucking couples down there, and but then they had the resorts all down there, La Paloma, Sonoran Seas, all that shit was all. But that's the only thing that's fucking down there in Rocky Point. The rest of the shit's like desolate. Yeah. You know, they start these buildings and then don't finish it. It's fucking the craziest thing down there. But anyway,
Looks like by the Chandler Mall and shit.
yeah. So I don't know. you know, and then like downtown Rocky Point is still kind of weird too. I mean, it's built up. It's a lot better than when we were going to high school and shit. But I don't know. I just think they should. There's many people that come down there from, especially from like Arizona and California. You would think they would be building it up even more. You know what I'm saying? So, but they don't have much.
Does Rocky Point have an airport?
No, they always talked about building one, but they never did. It was supposed to be like they were supposed to be building a port there because they were going to put it on, the Mexican cruise, going up and down the Gulf there. Never did. So it was, I don't know. I think they took that money and went to Cabo or Cancun and shit like that, and people started realizing Cabo's only a 2-hour flight from Arizona. So shit, by time it's better to go to Cabo because the time it takes you to drive down there, get across the border and shit, you could go to the airport, fly to 2 hours, and then be in fucking Mexico already. So I don't know, but I had a good time. Hanging out there for the weekend. It was just hanging by the beach. Hanging with my girls. It was good. I'm done traveling. So I mean, one thing I got to do this weekend. It's alumni weekend down in U of A. Okay. So Nick's going down. So we're gonna go have these wings. You were talking about wings. We're gonna have, Nick's been talking about these wings. We're going
Laps and racks, baby.
Nick's been flapping his rack about these wings for a long time.
So we're gonna sit and we're gonna talk about we'll sit and we talk about these wings next week. I'll give you my honest review. I'm hoping they're good. So definitely gonna check them out. But speaking of Mexico, Grady, tell us a little bit about Joe Francis, Girls Gone Wild, dude.
Gone Wild.
Huh? He had a little problem down in Mexico.
I thought when we were going over the notes back in the back in the green room, I thought we were talking about Pope Francis.
He gone wild too. No, I'm just kidding.
Joe Francis, Girls Gone Wild fame. Guess he was in Mexico jogging with his security, and I guess he got robbed by like 8 men in masks, and I guess his security was in on it. Allegedly, they beat him up pretty bad, and then took his car and went to his house and robbed his house while he was tied up. And then he got out and went to security, and they wouldn't help him. So he walked himself to the hospital. And then I guess once he got to the hospital, supposedly the hospital put him in a medical-induced coma for 10 days so they could bill his insurance company. And now he's claiming that his insurance company is suing the hospital, and it's this big thing down in Mexico right now because he's claiming all this wild shit.
That's crazy. Do we know what part of Mexico he was in?
I can look it up real quick.
Yeah, I'd definitely like to know what part of Mexico he's in so I can stay the fuck out of there. But,
he was supposedly in a nice area because supposedly where he got robbed, he was passing Bill Gates' house.
What?
So.
Okay. Yeah, I would like to know where this area, because only place I could think, if it's anywhere in Cabo or Cancun, would be
Punta Mita.
Punta Mita.
Do you know where that is?
No, I don't know.
Isn't that the Mexican Riviera?
Punta Mita. I don't know. Never heard that. Playa del Carmen? Is it right there?
I'm looking. Punta Mita.
Playa del Carmen is another fucking dope ass area. You want to? I don't know. I like that. Like, if you want to like sophisticated shit, Playa del Carmen, by hands down.
It's north of Puerto Vallarta.
Okay, so that's okay. So he was close to PV. PV's normally, I don't know. I mean, I guess, PV, PV's cool. I've been down there a couple times.
Kind of like
more touristy. Now, if you said
there's that cove that comes in, and you have Puerto Vallarta. It's all the way up on the top at the very tip of the cove.
Okay.
So
I'll just say this: Karma's a bitch, and kind of so is Joe Francis. To be honest with you, that dude,
I know.
one of the biggest douchebags ever.
But here's the thing. He's a showman, right?
Something.
Is the story really real, or is this something to try to keep make him relevant again?
Now there are pictures of him with like a big black eye.
Okay.
So something happened to him.
Okay. But you could have staged that shit or told his fucking security guard, hit me in the face or some shit. You know what I'm saying?
Speaking,
I don't know. That shit just sounds outlandishly crazy.
Speaking of that, it just reminded me. Don't you still got one of my Girls Gone Wild tapes you borrowed back in the day?
Who's that?
Paul, you too.
Paul. I never had Girls Gone Wild.
I don't think so, bro. I don't think so.
No. Do you remember? Hey, do you remember that shit? First of all, you get back from the club, the infomercial's on 3 in the morning, 4 in the morning. You're drunk as hell, trying to sleep. you know, and
Oh my gosh, that's just girl going wild.
we can't show you what. And that's like they show you whatever.
And now that's just like a Tuesday.
Yeah, exactly. That's a Tuesday at Scottsdale. Shit.
Yeah, that's like the old
Girls
film.
Gone Wild. That's
Like the old film from Diddy's house.
yeah, that's key. Girls Gone Wild. They're like, oh, that's too tame for us now. We got to go OnlyFans.
But no, you know, I mean, we joke about it, but I mean, that was real. I mean, Girls Gone Wild was huge because that's what we
never seen shit like that.
we never seen, like, people don't realize, like, now, like, us growing up and then us now, they, like you said, they was look at some shit like that and be like, oh, that's some tame ass shit. You know what I'm saying? But when we were fucking growing up, that was the first time.
Girls flashing. It was like
No reason.
Yeah,
It was the first time that we'd seen something like that, like sensationalized on TV. You know what I'm saying?
Well, let me
Now we see it on fucking our mobile phones.
And I think we just accelerated way too fast, especially with kids involved and everything else. Because it's like, I mean, we went from I Love Lucy, they wouldn't even show each other in the beds together, you know, whatever, to fast forward to, you know, the 70s, the 80s, you know, the 80s, and then all of a sudden, you know, you got Baywatch and you got different shows like that, you know, and now all of a sudden, I mean, not now, but like, you know, late 90s, you got Girls Gone Wild, and really, it's basically girls, and the thing is, it's reality TV, you know what I mean, it's that era,
Right.
It's real people, and they're basically acting a fool, and there's not much more to it.
Yeah.
And you're like, damn, they're acting, you know. And then all of a sudden you go out in the real world, you know, because this coincides with our age and growing up. Like, oh, Fat Tuesday. Oh shit. Oh yeah. And here's one thing I learned. It's funny, if you went up to a girl, and I would never do this is not how I was raised, but let's say you went up to a girl and you said, hey, here's $500 to take your top off. They might slap you in the face and go, who do you think I am? You can't find me, blah, 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 whatever.
Yep.
But on Fat Tuesday, when there's an excuse for society,
Right.
here's a 10-cent river bead from the,
I always said the same thing
gas station.
about going to a strip club. It's like you ask if you gave a girl money on the side of the road and like here $50, pop out a titty, she was like, F you.
Sounds like you've done that before, Nick.
But you go to the strip club and you drop $1 on the stage and they show you everything. It's like,
sure.
where's the value? Is it just because you went into this establishment? The value of the female drops that low, or?
Well, then the other thing too is it also changes the whole value system, because the girls that are doing that, they're kind of grails for goofy ass dudes walking in going, I need to pull a stripper. Right. They like me for me.
But my thing is, here's my thing is, I think we're desensitized to all this.
Oh, of course.
You know what I'm saying? So that's why I'm like, you know, it's funny that we think about that time, because now we're like, okay, so what? You know what I'm saying? So, and like I said, most Americans who have fucking a smartphone, like, yeah, I've seen that.
Oh, we're so desensitized. I remember back in the day, let's say the 80s, or there's this so-and-so's topless, you know, whatever. Oh, shit, we got to rent that movie. You wait 4 months to rent the movie.
Oh, man.
To put the shit on pause and watch the shit.
What was your shit, man? Porky's, bro. Porky's was porn before porn, you know?
Yeah, no, of course. Porky's, Fast Times, or Phoebe Cates.
Yeah.
I mean, all sorts of shit. And
There was a show on HBO or Showtime that used to have like late night shit.
Oh, the late show, Skinamax, baby.
Yeah, but before that, when HBO would have like one show after like 10 o'clock that they showed TV on.
Bro, I would that.
Yeah.
Hey, I remember I was fucking a kid.
Yeah.
My parents would go to bed. I was like, I'd be listening out for them. Like you said, put that shit on low.
Oh, yeah, hey. I remember, I'm going to date myself, but we had a fourth grade, our basketball team had a fourth or fifth grade slumber party. And I just remember we're in sleeping bags, we're in the living room, and parents were in the next room, and they had the VCR with the cord. And we're watching Revenge of the Nerds.
Oh, wow.
And we're like, oh, hold on, pause. We were literally like, pause it. And now we've gotten so far the other end that even if you wanted to look up something, I'm just going to say, let's say you were a kid that's curious about whatever the fuck. Let's say, oh, Scarlett Johansson nude, okay. You don't even know it's real or fake now.
Yeah, true. Yeah. I mean, especially with like AI and shit like that.
No, exactly. It's kind of ruin the whole experience.
Yeah. I mean, the way they're doing it these days, they're taking like podcasts like they could take us right now, and make us say anything.
Oh no, of course.
It looked like we were fucking really saying that shit, which is crazy as fuck. So
we're in a whole other time. I'm glad we got the experience to pull from from the era we were in. Not but yeah. So that's funny. So getting back to the Girls Gone Wild.
Yeah. But no, it's like I said, man. I love Mexico. I go down to Mexico, at least 3-4 times a year. You know what I'm saying? It's because it's an easy shot, and I've always had a good time. I've never had any problems down in Mexico.
It only takes once though.
It is true. It is
lot
true.
of
That was
shit.
it. Yeah, I mean,
The
it's
thing
true.
that always scares me about Mexico, and the only thing I really like is like when we do like the trips to the resorts, and even in the resorts, you're not fully safe, but it's more of that implied safety because they can still set you up in there and rob you or do whatever, even at the all inclusives that they want to. Or there was a while there they were bringing. Remember, Mitch, counterfeit liquor was the big thing last time we were there.
People
People are dying from
getting
drinking,
sick,
getting sick and dying. And but my whole thing is like, you know, it's safe to a point, but like a lot of people go down to Mexico, like they go down to Rocky Point to go get wasted and get stupid, and that's when stuff's gonna happen to you when you're inebriated and you're wandering and it's late at night and you're out.
Let me just say this then. You talk about all this stuff, and I guess, you know, I've been to both now. I mean, even at a young age, or younger age, I should say, or young enough, I should say, it's correct, politically right. But been to Tijuana when I was 19 or 20, and you know, went back a few times. I think the last time I was there when I was about 26, and I felt too old to be there, in my opinion, but I was there and showing somebody else the ropes on that place. And then I went to Rocky Point, and I remember this was the days you used to get so smashed. All of a sudden, you're leaving the club and you're walking down the wrong way. There's nobody anywhere, and it's dark as shit. Yeah. So I get what you're saying. Yeah, you definitely gotta be careful. You know?
Trust me. I've walked the streets of fucking Cabo late at night, probably 3 o'clock in the morning, and it's dark. You know, and like I said, it's just me. You know what I'm saying? And you're gonna attack me, I guess. But my thing I always think about is, you know, tourists is their lifeblood, is the economy. Yeah. So if you start fucking with the tourists, you start fucking with your money.
Well, that's where I mean, I've heard, you know, through some sources allegedly. I mean, the cartel are really kind of dialed in with that. They don't want you fucking with the money. Yeah, they're fucking with the tourists. You know, so again, that's where it's kind of a little bit of a balance. You know, I'll say this though too. Speaking of real quick, not to fully change the subject, but like talking about, you know, late night danger, walking, whatever. I used to always, especially when I started really drinking, you know, want to keep the party going and shit. I've walked through on our little card show run me and Ken used to do, go out partying, you know, whatever, drinking. I've literally walked through with Ken neighborhoods in New York at like 3 a.m, just keep walking, you know, I mean, to another end, like, and some of them start getting shady.
Places in Houston.
You know, Houston for sure.
Hey, didn't you even, when the baseline killer was out, like walk like 5 miles down like the same area he was killing people at?
Yeah, so I'll just do real quick. So this is a true fucking story. This had to be what? 4th of July week, and I remember it vividly. It was 4th of July, had to be 2005, I believe, right? I think it had to be, you know, it's either 4 or 5. I believe it was 2005. Okay. And I was out with some friends. We were in Tempe, so we met at Fat Tuesdays. They told me to leave my car there and to jump in the van with them. You know, so we jump in the van. We're going all over the valley. I'm like, where the fuck are we going? We go to a strip club. Then we go to somebody's house. And I'm like, bro, I just want to get back. Oh, we'll get you back tomorrow. And I'm like, tomorrow, motherfucker, I want to get back now, you know, whatever. And so we're on some house over by Arcadia. And it's like something like it's between Thomas and Indian School. And it's like on 35th, is it 35th Street or something? 39th Street? Somewhere in there. And they don't want me to leave. They're like, we'll get you tomorrow. Come on, Mitch, just chill. And they like really want to lock the door, the front door with the gate and stuff. So I wait, these motherfuckers are doing whatever they're doing, passing out. And I'm the anxious. You know, I drank Red Bull and vodka back then. You know, I want to grab some breakfast, get the fuck out of there, be in my own bed, you know? And it's like 2:30 in the morning. And I'm like, man, I'm just gonna get the fucking, so the minute they go to the back or whatever, I fucking sneak out and just take off, right? I'm like, start walking. And I have my Nokia phone. And I'm walking through the fucking neighborhoods. And it starts to get fucking, you know, kind of bad out there. Yeah. And I just said to myself, and I'm drunk and I'm kind of hyped. I'm like, man, if anybody walks up to me, I'm just punching them in the face. I'm dead serious. If we're not talking nothing, if you're walking the same, I'll even walk to the other side. Yeah. But if you walk up to me, I'm just gonna punch you in the face. Right. I'm gonna punch you in the face before. That's what I put in my head. Right. So I'm walking, and I saw a couple people, and they stayed away, whatever. And then I'm trying to call to fucking get a fucking cab. I have my Nokia fucking, I want to say like Snicker bar phone. Yeah. You know, and I'm like, hey, I need a cab. Well, where are you going to be at? And I'm like, I'll be over here. I'll be at the corner of this, you know, whatever. And I'm walking for a half an hour, an hour, and 2 cabs, no one's coming. And then, you know, I keep calling, hey, you said the cab is coming. I'll be by the subway. Subway's closed. I go, yeah, but I'll be right out front. I need a cab. I'll be by the phone booth. They had a phone booth back then, too. And so I'm sitting there. They're still not coming. I'm pissed off. I really don't understand why no cab is coming out and I can't get a cab.
Right.
So I finally start walking left. I finally get to McDowell. And I start walking down McDowell. And I get all the way to McDowell and what, is it 35th, 30th, or 40th? You know, and I get to that 7-Eleven, you know, little 7-Eleven there, and I see two like Nigerian dudes out of a cab. I go, hey, and like I go, hey, real quick, you guys gonna get a ride, bro? Bro, we've been off duty for a minute, and so I go, hey man, I'll give you like $20 just to take me to Mill Ave, you know, which is basically right over the hill, you know.
Yeah.
So they're like, all right, we'll do it. So they dropped me off. I was able to get my car. Got home like 4 in the morning or whatever, right? So the next day, I'm looking in the paper. Arizona Republic, I'm waiting for some shit. And they're all baseline killer, blah, 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 right? And they said he usually goes between 35th and 43rd Street, between Indian School and Thomas.
Right.
Like, I mean, that's where they said those areas were. Right. He's known to snipe people about 2:30 in the morning.
Right.
Like, you know, between 1:30 and 3:30 in the morning.
Yeah.
And I walked all through that area.
You're right.
And now I understand why the cabs didn't pick me up.
Gotcha.
Like they were like,
They thought you were trying to snipe them.
they wouldn't even.
Or did they catch the wrong man?
Yeah.
I'm just saying. I'm not saying. I'm just saying.
And so, yeah, no, I did. Yeah, that was one of those dumb drunk nights. But again, I still would I'll take my chances because I didn't stay at that freaking house with all the, again, you know, I'm not, you know, if I would have been at the Diddy party, I'd walk my ass out of that party too.
You're stupid. You're stupid. But speaking about being inebriated and doing some dumb things, Cat from One Direction got high and drunk and allegedly jumped or fell off his balcony and fucking died. What's his name, Greedy?
Liam Payne.
Liam Payne.
He is one of the singers in One Direction with, what's the other fool's name?
What?
Harry
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 Styles.
Styles. He's the most famous one, I think. He went on to movies and other stuff. But yeah, Liam Payne, I guess he's had battles with drugs and alcohol and depression maybe. But he was at this hotel, 3rd floor, and the hotel, I guess, front desk called police and said, you need to get here right away. This guy is, you know, intoxicated and is destroying his room, trashing his room. We're fearing for his life. And by the time the police got there, they found his body on the floor. He had fallen from his balcony or jumped. I'm not really sure exactly what took place, but yeah, and he had passed away. So a lot of the younger crowd that loves that music, visibly, obviously upset by that.
What do you mean by that music?
You know, that music. One Direction. I don't know. Can you name a One Direction song?
No.
Cake by the Ocean?
I don't think that's One Direction, is it? I don't think so. I'm going to look that up because I really don't think that's
And I'm not trying to be disrespectful, but that obviously was not my genre. I was thinking, like, honestly, when you said One Direction and someone passed, I'm like,
Cake by the Ocean is by Dance.
okay, see, same thing.
Yeah, so
And then I'm thinking to myself, oh, it's got to be the Jonas Brothers or something.
Right.
That group they did with probably Hanson or something. I don't know.
Boombop?
Yeah, them and
I mean, I don't know One Direction song, but, you know, like, I know TMZ got a little backlash for showing his body before.
Yeah, so they had, I guess, had some photos from the scene. They had cropped where it's just like part of his arm and maybe a side where they could see some like revealing tattoos that showed it was him. And they posted them, and there was a ton of backlash on that because obviously people don't like to see that, especially, you know, when you have like a famous person that's really big for the younger crowd and to have to, you know, see that on TV.
Okay, so and what makes you beautiful? That's the One Direction,
Yeah.
all right, isn't it?
I believe so. That's what makes you beautiful.
I don't know. I listen to Cat, so I don't know what the fuck y'all talking
I feel like I'm shopping at like Old Navy or something if I'm listening to that shit.
Yeah. But I mean, they were,
No.
they were big, what, 8-10 years ago? Like huge, like everywhere, selling out arenas. And then kind of I think they split up. Harry Styles went to do his own thing. And then he was larger than anything. He was like the male version of Taylor Swift.
Well, they
about 10
dated.
years ago. Yeah,
They dated.
They dated too. So
I'm sure she made a song about him.
Yeah, probably.
Made a song about him. Want to hear it?
there it goes.
That's what I'm saying. Travis Kelce don't know what he been on, bro. He better be with that girl for the rest of his life because she gonna make a hell of a song about his ass. But anyway, all right, let's talk about since you know we're talking about celebrities dying. let's talk about some celebrities that have gone too soon.
There's been plenty of them. It does seem like, people that are, especially in the music, they just seem to be tormented. The best musical artists seem to be the most tormented and seem to be gone too soon.
Let's okay. So we're just gonna go around. You ain't got to name off all at once, but Greedy, give me one.
Oh, I gotta.
No. Give me one, and then we.
I'm gonna start.
We'll keep it going. See what
I know. I'm gonna start with my top.
Okay. Go.
Tupac.
All right. Okay. I got Pac on my list too. Go ahead.
Okay. I mean, I might as well just go with the same thing. Big.
Okay. Marvin Gaye.
Jimi Hendrix.
Oh shit! I was gonna say that.
Okay. Kurt Cobain.
Oh, you little motherfucker! Hold on. Jim Morrison.
Big L.
Big L. Okay. No. All right. Big Pun.
Was that too soon? Yeah. I guess
Like
he was
one
in
real
his 30s.
album.
I
One
guess
real
he-
album.
I guess he was in his 30s.
20s, I think, late 20s.
Late 20s?
Yeah.
Let me think. Hold on. Ooh. Oh, damn. Let me think of some, I can think some childhood stars from musicians. Here's a crazy, what's the dude from La Bamba?
Richie Valens.
Yeah, Ricky Valens, there you go.
Old Dirty Bastard.
Okay. Nipsey Hussle.
Aaliyah.
Wow.
I mean, I'm gonna steal one from Mitch. Mac Dre.
Oh, yeah. Hey, did they set? Okay. This will give you some time to think. They set Mac Dre up in Kansas City.
Yeah.
Is some?
Yeah, there was, I mean, again, I can't speak on all of it. Like, I've heard a lot of different rumors. I've heard
Allegedly.
crazy rumors.
Let's just say allegedly.
Yeah. Originally, I thought it was Fat Tone. Tone should have shut it down because Kansas City, what people didn't realize on that is Kansas City and the Bay Area had a great relationship, we went to parties out there and you could see like the vibe, you had their big artists out there is, I can't even think of them right now, Tech Nine. And, he used to get a lot of love in the Bay and it still does, but, he had to even kill his tours out there until the shit died down. And then both Mac Dre and E40 and even some other artists, the Bay Area artists, used to make a lot of money in Kansas City. And and then the Kansas City artist Fat Tone was kind of the one that they were saying might have been, responsible. He didn't deny anything because he liked the attention of it, I guess. And then, some crazy shit happened where he got lured with this other rapper out there named Cowboy from Kansas City. They got lured to Vegas, and then they both got murdered. At some like housing site.
Some retribution?
Huh?
Retribution for Mac Dre?
Yeah, and then and basically the car. There's a lot of other pieces involved. There's like kind of a prostitute, and then this one rapper, but he was more on like a few albums with Mac Dre and E40 named Mac Minister. He supposedly was the one that set it up, and and he's still in jail for, I believe, for those alleged murders.
Okay.
And then the car that they that the two guys were in, Fat Tone and them, was taken back, driven to, I believe, Vallejo and burned.
Oh, wow.
So there was a little message there, but I think it goes much deeper. I think they actually got the wrong people, and that's all I can really say on it. I think they got the wrong people.
Okay. All right. Well, all right.
But
back
back
on there.
Okay, so it threw me for a loop, but as far as let me see, 1 second, I got.
Doesn't just have to be music.
Well, no, of course,
Actors,
no,
it
of
could be-
course. Well, all right, let me do this one then. I'll say this, and I know it might be a little bit older, but I think the impact covers the rest. Kobe.
Okay. Yeah. Kobe's definitely too soon.
Yeah.
Definitely. Left Eye.
I had one and now I just lost it. Give me a sec here. I was just thinking of an actor. A personal one for me because I thought he was a great actor and I thought he died too soon. John Candy.
Okay.
River Phoenix.
Oh, woo, that's a good one,
Yeah.
man. Yeah,
That was-
he definitely. People don't realize how good of an actor that dude was. He was really. He was gonna be.
Yeah.
He was gonna be the Leonardo DiCaprio.
I agree.
Yeah,
He might have been the Johnny Depp who was there at the time when he died.
Right.
Message.
What's his name? What's his first name? His last name is Coleman.
Gary?
Gary Coleman. There you go. Gary Coleman.
He's like 50.
No, he was
like 50.
I think you was.
Is that what we say next? Webster?
Hey, I'm one of my all-time favorite comedians, but he never really hit the mainstream. Was Mitch Hedberg. He died, overdose. He was amazing though.
Let's see. Hold on. Now this is getting difficult. Not that this is a game or nothing like that. Hold on, I gotta think for a second. Okay, what's his? James Dean.
Okay, James Dean, definitely a good one. Well, shit, the dude, Paul Walker.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
I'm gonna throw you guys off the wall. Hank Gathers.
Hey, yeah, that's okay. Okay.
Oh, I got one.
Well, bias.
Hey,
Bias. Okay.
I was talking about him the other day. That's the reason why I don't do certain stuff ever in my life is because of that dude. I can just say it because I ain't never done it. Yeah. I ain't never done cocaine ever in my life because one of the reasons I'm from Washington D.C. and Len Bias went to.
That's the home of the White House. What are you talking about?
It's Len Bias was a Terrapin, so grew up, #1 pick for the Celtics. Supposed to be, better than Jordan, or at least that was the next Bird Magic kind of matchup, and goes into a house party that night. Takes cocaine for the first time ever in his life, hot shot, and fucking ends up dying. That was crazy. I remember being so little. That shit was crazy as fuck to me. Changed my whole life. But Lenny Bias, that's crazy. Let's see. Oh, now you guys got me. Because as soon as he said basketball, that made me think of him too.
Get it through the Nick again. I got one to end it off.
Okay. All right. Hold on. Let me think about this. I gotta go back. I gotta think about some young cats that passed away. Fuck, man. Ooh, let me think. Music wise, I already said Stevie. I already said Marvin. Damn, who'll be another cat? Oh, what's the dude? His name Heath Ledger. What's the dude who played Joker?
Yep. Heath Ledger.
Yeah.
I'm gonna throw a wild one out there.
Okay.
Ricky from Boys.
I was gonna say that. What the fuck? Hey, I was like, I'm gonna end it all with this. I'm not even kidding. I was gonna say Ricky. Hey, I still to this day don't know why that dude was eating crocodiles and drinking milk and scratching lottery tickets. Hey, let's go. Hey, we got people looking after us. All right, let's go different ways, just in case we got to show out.
Yeah. Why do you? First of all, why are you gonna go different ways?
Yeah.
And then if you running, why you gonna run a straight line?
Yeah, exactly. That's the one that used to piss me off the whole time.
Yeah, like why you just running straight?
Yeah, at least make it hard for him, like roll or get down.
No, zigzag or fucking dip off.
Yeah.
I mean,
or at least lean against the fence. Whatever. Do something like.
There's a whole bunch of stuff. Yeah, that movie.
Yeah, that's why to this day I don't like Hyundais with locomotion stickers on them. Man, I really was like coming there thinking I'm doing something. I'm like, I want to say Ricky.
Hey, great minds think alike.
Honey, you got your test score, baby.
That was a great movie, man.
They don't make them like that anymore.
Nah, man, it was good. Did the Cuba was he executive producer on that?
I thought you were going to say, did he die the next week? Yes, he did.
No, he died. Yeah, 2 weeks later. Yeah.
After they buried his brother.
Yeah, after they buried his brother, he died.
He ain't got no brother, no wealth.
Yeah. But was he executive producer on that?
John Singleton.
John Singleton.
And I have to laugh because I used to take acting classes.
Did you?
Both junior college and college.
Okay.
And at Sac State, I actually took him from, like I said, I think I've said it before, I found out that Tom Hanks' teacher was at Sac State.
Okay.
So it was his last year there, so I took some classes from him. And anytime I got jammed up because I forgot, they're like, oh, you got to know a monologue for the end of your, for your final.
Right.
I'd be like walking in, Mitch, did you remember your monologue? Oh, shit. Like a monologue gets sent for the class.
Right.
So I just start writing down, and I'd write down my rendition of Boys in the Hood.
Oh, wow.
And I hand it to him, and I just started saying it. And I ain't got no brother, no. Hey, Doe, you got one brother left, man.
That's crazy.
So, yeah. So those of you lucky enough to see that rendition at DVC and at Sac State, you're welcome. You're welcome.
You're welcome. He would probably die laughing. All right, man. We come to the end of the show. Thought of the day. I throw it over to you, Mitch.
All right. Well, I'm not really trying to avoid politics because, again, I will go on record saying, for me, left wing, right wing, same dirty ass bird for the last dirty ass 100 years. That's just me. Sensationalism, getting people to act out. But I think it even speaks even further, because I know here in Arizona, we see commercials, and it seems one-sided on this part. And I'm not here to tell you right, wrong, and different. We talked about this before, but the whole abortion commercial, whatever, it's satanic, it's this, it's that, it's whatever, and whatever I believe. It doesn't, it's not whatever, again, everybody should believe what they believe, and learn otherwise, whatever. But it's funny, they'll air that commercial for what they want to, what they want to get out of it, I'm assuming too strict, people have choice, whatever. Okay, cool. But the funny thing is, I really believe you can tell who runs everything and that it's not on the up and up, because you will never in a million years, no matter what the candidate is, see a commercial that sits there and talks about how they did people wrong during the vax and during COVID. You're never going to sit there and say, we were forced to take this, my body, my choice, or against. You're never going to see somebody step up and say it. And you're never going to see that this many people were hurt, injured, died unfairly, because again, these are all claims. Not every commercial we see is true, but again, you will never see it because we know who runs everything. The commercial can't air. It doesn't matter left party, white party, right party. It will never air. I promise you that. And again, so it's just when you watch these commercials, just know that this is, this is what they want you to see, and there's reasons for these messages, and that's both sides, because I think they're playing everybody to, again, to break the system eventually. Because again, no matter what they're talking about, nobody's done shit about it in 50 years. It's the same subjects, inflation, the rich, the poor, borders, gangs, drugs, violence, etc. It's always the same thing. But guess what? We never get better at it. We've never gotten better. So, and that's on both sides. And again, I think they're all. So again, just think about that. You will never, and it doesn't matter what you feel on the situation with the COVID or the vaccine. Just know that there'll never be a commercial speaking on who it damaged and how it was unfair. And just you'll never see that. Doesn't matter what politician felt something, they can never go on the air and play it because the stations wouldn't back it, and the people that run everything that tell them how to act wouldn't back it. So just think about that, and maybe one day ask yourself why.
Well, speaking from experience, I'm gonna tell you, as the weather changes and a lot of sickness going around, make sure you're getting your rest and taking your vitamins, because
Okay, Hulk Hogan.
eat
Say
your
your
Wheaties,
prayers.
say your prayers, eat your Wheaties, because being sick ain't no fun. So make sure you're out there resting and taking your vitamins, and do what you need to do to stay healthy this fall season as the weather changes.
Sounds good. All right, and my thought of the day comes from, I want to give a shout out to, you got the books here. A friend of ours all on the show, Dr. Johnson. He's, this is personalized copies to Mitch. His second book, The Mysteries of a Middle Schooler. Go cop that on Amazon. This other book right here, this is exclusive. Only you have it right now. So yeah, which is the crazy thing, because that's a copy just made for you. So I don't even got that copy. So yeah, you little special motherfucker. But anyway, no, go check out his book on Amazon, Mysteries of a Middle Schooler. It's the second one that's come out. It's a whole series. It's dope. It's a great read.
Definitely.
Check it out. But hey, we come to the end of the show. We love you. 2 on 10. See you next week. All right.